because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Brandon Scott with IFL TV, and we're going to ask Eddie Hearn some questions, but not from a normal interviewer. I'm a boxing fan, so let's go and get some answers from him. Eddie! Take your time. How are you doing, Edward?
How are you?
It's good. This is Brandon Scott with IFL. Raw with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, can you tell us why the Fury Joshua fight hasn't happened yet?
Yeah, but I've been too busy signing Brandon Scott. You know, obviously we all know that Fury Joshua is a big fight, but we had this little prospect from Wales. He turned up dressed as Forrest Gump, and then he sent us a great video as well, dressed in a tuxedo. And unfortunately, the biggest fight in world boxing had to wait for the signing of Brandon Scott.
Have you been too busy to follow him back on Instagram? Is that why?
Yeah, generally. I mean, I was more starstruck. You know, I didn't really want to follow Brandon on Instagram because just to press that button, it was quite a big thing for me. And I thought, you know, I don't like following megastars. I think it's a bit cringe. So I haven't followed him back yet. But obviously, once he makes his Matchroom debut, I probably will.
Well, speaking of big names there, like Anthony Joshua and Fury, I think it's pretty clear to me as a boxing fan, not, you know, as a promoter, that DAZN or Matchroom are starting to pull ahead now from like Queensberry and Sky. Can you tell us why Matchroom is so much better than Queensberry and Sky?
Yeah, I mean, it's really fighters like Brandon Scott, you know, fighters that people want to tune into, subscribe, obviously putting big bums on seats as well. We like entertainment, and you know, this kid, I think, has all the ability in the world to go, not just sell tickets, not just be popular, not just be viral, but actually a good fighter as well. So yes, we've got Anthony Joshua, we've got Katie Taylor, we've got Regis Prograis, you know, we've got Edgar Berlanga, Canelo Alvarez. But really, it's the likes of Brandon Scott that are really moving the needle. So, you know, I think it's great news.
Okay, so theoretically speaking now, in terms of boxing, we're speaking about me and other boxers. Let's speak about you. I'm a boxer, I'm a commentator, but now I'm a promoter. Would you rather fight Ben Shalom, however you say his name, Ben Shalom, or Frank Warren in his prime? Who wins and how?
Oh, well, but I reckon Frank in his prime would have a go.
Yeah?
Islington boy, you know, yeah.
Yeah?
I think that would have been.
You'd rather fight Frank? Do you reckon you'd still win?
Oh, but, I mean, I'd be embarrassed if I didn't. I'm twice the size, but you know, I'm sure he can look after himself.
Okay. Well, I'm going to name you some boxing promotions now, and if you could, I'd like you to rate them out of 10 for me.
Okay.
Queensberry.
7.
Ooh, nice. Boxer.
6.
6. Top rank.
8.
Golden Boy Promotions.
6.
And then the creme de la creme, Matchroom Boxing.
1 fucking million.
1 fucking million. I like it. Just a couple more things. I'd like you to finish the sentence for me now, okay? Ben Shalom is a
Promoter.
Frank Warren keeps slagging me off online. He can kiss my
For the British Super Flyweight title.
My DAZN.
With the biggest platform in the world, I'm going to make Brandon Scott
A fucking fortune.
a fucking fortune. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Brandon Scott with IFL. Thank you very much for your time, Eddie.
Because I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.